Justin Trudeau made Halloween 2025 unforgettable, and the internet hasn't stopped talking since. The former Canadian Prime Minister, known for his charm and his knack for turning ordinary moments into viral sensations, showed up this year in a costume that did more than just make people smile. It sent a message. A very subtle, very clever, and very fantastic message. One that fans are calling a clear nod to none other than pop superstar Katy Perry. On October 31st, Trudeau posted a photo that looked innocent enough at first glance, just a dad celebrating Halloween with his son. In the picture, Trudeau is dressed in an inflatable shark suit, complete with wide fins and a mischievous grin, while his 11-year-old son Hadrian stands beside him as a surfer with fake bite marks on his board. The caption read, "Ready for Halloween with Hadrian. He's the surfer, I'm the shark." To his left, "We built the costume together, a little father-son Halloween teamwork." Simple, sweet, and wholesome. But within hours, fans were connecting the dots. Because that one little phrase, "to his left," and that specific shark costume weren't random. They were a reference to one of the most iconic, hilarious pop culture moments of the last decade, Katy Perry's 2015 Super Bowl halftime show. If you remember that performance, then you know exactly where this is going. Perry was dazzling on stage, fireworks, backup dancers, and that enormous animatronic lion. But stealing the entire show was one accidental legend. Left Shark, the dancer in the shark costume who completely forgot the choreography, flailed around off beat, and instantly became an internet meme. Left Shark became a symbol of carefree chaos, a cultural inside joke, and a forever meme in the pop world. So when Trudeau popped up as a shark and literally wrote "to his left" in his caption, fans went wild. The comments section exploded with laughter and speculation. Did he just reference Left Shark? To his left? Oh, he knows exactly what he's doing, another commented. Within hours, the phrase "Left Shark" started trending again, all because Justin Trudeau dressed up for Halloween. But here's where it gets really juicy, because this wasn't just a random costume, it was perfectly timed. Trudeau and Katy Perry have been making quiet but noticeable waves for months. Rumors first started swirling in July 2025, when the two were spotted dining together at a cozy Montreal restaurant. Eyewitnesses said they looked incredibly comfortable and deep in conversation. At first, most people brushed it off. A politician and a pop star having dinner? Big deal. But the sightings didn't stop there. In late October, just days before Halloween, Trudeau and Perry were seen together in Paris, holding hands, smiling, and looking every bit like a couple. The occasion? Katy Perry's 41st birthday. The two attended a show at the iconic Crazy Horse Cabaret where Perry was celebrating with close friends. Fans noticed that in Perry's Instagram birthday post, a carousel of photos and clips, Trudeau made a blink-and-you'll-miss-it appearance. The caption was simple, "Level 41." That tiny detail was enough to confirm to many that the rumors weren't just rumors anymore. Then came the moment that sealed it for fans. During one of her concerts, just a few days later, a fan in the crowd proposed to Katy Perry. Instead of laughing it off, she shot back playfully, "No, I'm dating someone else, for crying out frickin' loud." The crowd erupted, fans screamed, and instantly headlines exploded across entertainment outlets. Everyone connected the dots. She was talking about Justin Trudeau. So, now picture this. Days after that very public confirmation, Trudeau appears on Halloween dressed as the Left Shark, the same Left Shark that danced beside Katy Perry during her most iconic live performance. The symbolism was almost too perfect. Fans called it a soft launch, Trudeau's subtle, dad-friendly way of saying, yes, it's real. And here's where the story gets even more interesting. Because Trudeau has been navigating a major life shift these past couple of years. After separating from his wife, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, in 2023, he's been balancing fatherhood, private life, and life after politics. He's still deeply admired at home and abroad, but this new relationship with one of the world's most famous pop stars has added a whole new layer of intrigue to his public image.
Meanwhile, Katy Perry herself has been in a major transition period. After wrapping up her Las Vegas residency and focusing on her daughter Daisy Dove, she's been back in the studio, launching new music and touring again. She's also been embracing a more grounded, mature image. And many fans have noted that Trudeau, with his intellect and charisma, seems like a perfect match for her current phase of life. In other words, this Halloween moment wasn't just a costume. It was the merging of two worlds: politics and pop culture, seriousness and silliness, intellect and irony. And let's be honest, it was brilliant PR. Trudeau didn't need to say a word about Katy Perry. All he had to do was post a shark suit and a cheeky caption, and the entire internet took care of the rest. The reactions online have been fascinating. Some fans were ecstatic, calling it the most adorable soft reveal in celebrity history. Others joked that Trudeau had just officially joined the pop culture elite. Memes flooded social media, side-by-side photos of Perry's Left Shark and Trudeau's costume, captions like, "The circle is complete," and even fan edits showing Trudeau performing in the halftime show next to Katy Perry. Of course, there were skeptics too. Some people argued it was all coincidence, just a dad choosing a fun costume with his son. But even then, the "to his left" line made it hard to ignore the deliberate play word. After all, Trudeau has been in the public eye long enough to know how the internet reads into every detail. It's safe to say he knew exactly what he was doing. Beyond the gossip, though, there's something undeniably wholesome about it all. In the midst of the chaos of public life, seeing Trudeau share a playful moment with his son while also leaning into the humor of his rumored romance humanized him again. It reminded people that even global figures can have fun, be cheeky, and play with the cultural moment. Insiders have described Trudeau and Perry's relationship as easy and fun. They reportedly share a love for travel, good food, and deep conversation. One close friend even said he's in awe of her creativity and she loves how genuine he is. Others say Perry has been charmed by how Trudeau handles fatherhood and stays connected to his kids despite his demanding schedule. Fans are also loving how the two balance each other. Katy Perry, known for her humor and bold personality, and Trudeau, known for his intellect and warmth. Together, they seem to have found a middle ground that's both grounded and glamorous. And now, with Halloween behind them, everyone's wondering what comes next. Will they make a red carpet debut? Will Katy include any references to him in her next song? Or will Trudeau, in true Canadian fashion, just keep letting his costumes do the talking? One thing's for sure, this Halloween costume has done more than any official statement could. It's turned a playful shark suit into a worldwide headline, reignited nostalgia for Left Shark, and transformed a simple father-son moment into the most talked-about pop culture wink of 2025. So whether you see it as a romance confirmation, clever symbolism, or just a funny coincidence, one thing is undeniable. Justin Trudeau knows how to keep people guessing, and Katy Perry fans are absolutely eating it up. In a world where most celebrity couples announce their relationships with red carpets or exclusive magazine spreads, Trudeau did it his way, quietly, playfully, and with a Halloween costume that made everyone smile. It's a reminder that sometimes the best statements don't need words. They just need a shark suit, a sense of humor, and a perfectly timed caption. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.